What is up, everyone? Thanks for joining me. I'm KG, and I'm here with...
My name is Max.
And what did you do today?
I went undefeated playing Predaplant.
Beautiful. Can you see your list?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm starting with the 3 Dracana, the 3 Undefeated, the 3 Ophis Scorpio, the 3 Lizard, 2 Biblis, and 1 Cobra. So these 3 are your main starters. You can activate her effect to send the Biblis to grave for cost to special summon her, and then she acts as a tuner for your synchro plays. The Undefeated adds any Predap card on summon, and then Scorpio lets you pitch to summon any Predaplant from the deck. So either you summon the Undefeated or the Cobra. I don't think you need to play 3 of the Little Lizard. I just like having it because it gets you to the Fusion Substitute.
Okay.
And because this deck can loop the Fusion Substitute more than once, I do like being able to draw cards or like try to unbreak yourself. Mm-hmm. And then it turns any of your other Predaplants into full combo because any 2 cards for an Ambulomoidy. These are really hard to pronounce.
The instant fusion guy?
Yeah, but any 2 for this guy is full combo.
Yeah.
So because he gets any 2 for this guy,
really good.
I like to max out on him. He's also just like a really easy side out. Yeah. I'm also playing 43 cards, and I want to play some extra cards just to try to not draw cards like the Biblis or the Cobra.
Right.
I do think you do need 2 Cobra because you do use it like turn 1, turn 2, or you use it for the Predap planning.
2 Biblis, yeah.
The second one comes up a lot.
Uh-huh.
And then 3 Predap Primitive. This is like the only reason to play the deck. So on activation, you send any Predap card from your deck to grave for cost. So either you send Biblis, which searches any Predaplant card, or you send Predap Planning, which if you fusion summon a Dark Monster, you can banish this from your graveyard to target and pop any card.
Beautiful.
And then this lets you add any fusion spell or any poly spell. So you can either add Super Poly,
Jesus Christ,
Super Duper Poly,
oh my God,
Instant Fusion, or the Fusion Sub.
Oh no.
Usually, it kind of just depends on what you have. Usually you add the Instant Fusion so you can make the level 5, so you can go full combo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, usually you're searching the Super Poly. The Super Duper Poly is really good for getting in your combos, or if you want to get the Albion engraved for the Fallen and the Virtuous.
Yeah.
But it's not as I'd say it's not as strong as it used to be, or it's not as strong as not as many people at locals are playing branded anymore.
Yeah.
So you can't like consistently expect your opponent to end on like a Dark Dragon, but like if they end on like something that you can interact with, like anything with the same type of attribute as like these guys, then you're able to activate this as a board breaker because it gets Dragus to Pelia on field.
Yeah.
And then because you have the counter, you can summon the Biblis, or because you have one on field, you can summon the Lizard.
Yeah.
Except you're also doing it behind a negate, so it's a little safer to play.
Yeah.
But this is because your opponent can't respond, it's always going to resolve. So you don't need to play 3 because it is kind of bricky, especially because you can't discard it off of Scorpio because he can only pitch monsters. But it is like a pretty good pitch off of the Super Poly.
Right.
Especially because you get the draw off of the Fusion Sub twice during your combo, and you get the 1 draw off of the Lizard.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times you do just kind of like draw this just to pitch it for the Super Poly. The only other engine cards I'm playing is the Predap Pruning. This is a Prima, but because you can add this card back off of this from grave, and you can shuffle this back off of the Fusion Sub. This deck actually has like a really good grind game.
It does.
Especially because this card just requires you to summon 2 Predaplants. Where like, if your opponent tries to remove this, like a lot of people will either Ghost Ogre or Fall on the Virtuous because it has to tribute for effect, not for cost. If you go on summon and they try to remove it, you can add Predap Pruning. If it's in graveyard, activate the Predap Pruning, summon it, and then tribute it, and then summon any Predaplant from the deck. Usually the search is kind of empty anyways. You're either just searching this to summon a second Dragus to Pelia. So like burning the 1 search just to like eat a card out of their hand is honestly worth it most of the time.
You did that against me when I popped it prematurely.
Yeah, no, this card's insane for the punish because then your opponent just like has to look at it and they're like, oh, he's gonna do it anyway. It's so free sometimes.
I feel like a lot of your cards do that. They punish your opponent for interacting with you.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
or like the fact that they send for cost, or like they have a second effect.
Yeah, dude, you're always getting some kind of value.
I'm playing 1/1 for 1.
True.
This summons Undefeated. You don't have to play it. I just wanted to play more cards, and it's also just like another easy side out.
Yeah.
I'm playing 2 of the Fallen and the Virtuous.
How dare you!
I was playing 3, but because you can search it, you don't need to because you can draw it. And I didn't want to play that many cards over 40. I just wanted to play like a little bit.
Yeah.
And so like the 3rd copy of this was the first one to go. But I am citing the 3rd one, so honestly you could still play it because I cited. Like you could cut 3rd copy of this for this,
You should.
and it'd be fine. I'm playing Cold Bite because you have to. 2 Droll because you have to. 3 Ash because you have to. 3 Fluid because you have to. And then 3 Don. This card's insane.
Yeah, that card is actually.
Going first, going second. There's so many cards that interrupt you that just summon a card and just activating this negate it. It's so
So
free.
broken. So broken.
Or because of how easy it is to go Preda Primitive, send Preda Planning, and then this becomes negate and destroy instead. I don't like playing Spark because I don't like giving my opponent a special summon from hand. And I didn't want to play like 45 cards.
Right.
And so I wanted to just keep it concise. I wanted to just draw the Impulse more often than seeing Spark.
Yeah.
Or playing more non-engine.
It's easily the best Dominus card. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to just play like the best non-engine versus like playing a mass amount.
Exactly.
Because like if my opponent's board is a little bit weaker, then like Super Poly through it is usually fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like trying to like stick a Dragus Tapelia or like a Crystalling, it's usually fine if you just have one hit trap.
Yeah, your engine's honestly quite strong. So
Yeah.
that seems good.
So for the extra deck, I'm playing 2 of this guy. So on summon, he adds any Predap card from your deck, your graveyard, or your face-up extra deck to your hand. So this is like the best card for either adding anything for your combo or for recursion.
Yeah.
I'm playing 2 Dragus Tapelia. So while he's on field, any monster your opponent controls with a Predator counter has their effects negated, and he also has the quick effect to place a Predator counter on a monster. A lot of people just think he's imperm. He's not imperm. He's kind of worse. Because like if you go effective Dragus Tapelia target something and then they pop it, there's no effect on it. He's not going to negate it because he's not on field anymore.
Right.
But like if you have 2, so usually I try to set up both. If they remove 1, then the other's still going to negate.
Yeah.
And then because he's a soft once per turn, you don't lose value from having 2. He's still 2 negates.
Exactly.
And like in this deck, he's so easy to summon that like honestly, I would play 3, but I don't think you need to play a second one of this because you have the fusion sub. But because of the cool tune cards being able to rip cards out of your extra deck, if this guy gets banished, you lose the game.
Cooked. Yeah.
So because you kind of just need 4 for Super Duper Poly because you really just want like an extra dark plant, I'd rather play 2 of this than 3 of this.
So the extra deck's kind of tight then.
It's pretty tight because I'm playing Super Poly and the Fallen and the Virtuous, so that's like 5 cards.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm playing one of this guy. He should be Sea Monster of Theseus. I like never make him.
Yeah.
He's like an Omni Negate if you tribute a card with a Predator counter on it, and then if he's destroyed by your opponent, you can summon a I think it's like a level 8 fusion. I never make this guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's like a really he's like a big beat stick, but like he should be the Sea Monster of Theseus.
Yeah.
I just don't have it. I'm playing the 1 Starving Venom. He's kind of bad, but you need him.
Yeah.
You can use the Preda Primitive effect. If your opponent special summons a monster, banish this from your graveyard, target 1 fusion monster you control, pop it. You use that to trigger him to wipe your opponent's board.
Gotcha.
But most of the time when I summon him, it's either off of Fada Dragna just as a body, or it's just for Super Poly to swing for game. He's not like he fits like a lot of roles to like because you just want to make him to make a guy, but he's not like
It's not an integral piece.
he's not good at anything. But he's like a generic Link too, but for fusions.
Yeah.
That's what he is for the deck basically.
you go.
He's just like a really good guy in a lot of
Yeah,
situations,
he's just a good
but he's
guy.
never like
He's a
great.
brave and a decent man. He's a pioneer.
1 Mud Dragon for Super Poly, 1 Guru for Super Poly, 1 Fada Dragna for Super Poly. This is also an engine card. If this is used as a fusion material, you can special summon any fusion monster from the extra deck. So your usual target is to summon Albion,
Yeah.
because Albion is a fusion, so that way you can use these for Dragus Tapelia, but also because in graveyard this lets you get the Fallen and the Virtuous.
Shit is insane, dude.
And then you also you play the best target.
You got to.
And you really have to, especially because a lot of times you're sending this. This is like the immediate card you're sending, and so because of how much more often she's gonna be in your graveyard versus a deck where you're just drawing Fallen and the Virtuous, you really do have to play it. But like the fact that you get to search this and Super Poly is like the whole reason to play this deck.
on crack?
Yeah, you could also make her if you wanted to, but I don't play any targets for her, but you can make her.
Yeah.
Last cards, 1 Baltea. On summon, he lets you summon one from grave or face up extra. You summon the little lizard to draw one. In grave, you can banish him and a poly to fusion summon, but like I don't play the regular poly, and so like the fusion sub's always banished, so I never get to do that. It also never really comes up because you usually just super poly anyways.
Yeah.
And so like with the newer cards coming out, maybe it'll come up and maybe I'll play poly to do that, but I just don't think it's worth doing right now. You can play like poly and the fusion sub. I don't think it's worth playing both. Because then you're
using synchro material a lot of the times.
Because you're always gonna get it off the little lizard. Like, he can only search poly. You're always gonna get the fusion sub, and like I'd rather just play like the one bad draw versus the two, and then see it more often. And so like I'll never really have a fusion engrave to use it because this guy has to banish poly.
Exactly.
So like that effect doesn't come up, but it's there.
Yeah.
But usually you use this guy and you summon the Bramble Rose. Bramble Rose, you can tribute it as a quick effect, special summon Black Rose. You can also banish it from your graveyard, summon a level 4 or lower plant tuner. When you summon this, it is considered a synchro summon, so you can trigger it, but I think I've used the effect of Black Rose like once.
Yeah.
It's just like a justification for playing like so many synchros.
Yeah.
And then one Crystal Wing, this is like the whole point.
So broken.
You can stick this on your board like before you commit to like anything big. So like before you go instant fusion for the Ambiomoloides.
Yeah.
And then you're protected from like any hand trap. Or like your opponent has to hand trap you early, so you can't go for this.
Exactly.
So like this is just kind of here to force out a negate, but like if this resolves, usually you win the game.
Yeah.
Because at this point, like you're getting a free draw and you're getting the monster negate.
And then you're getting your whole engine after
Yeah,
that.
and then you're gonna get your whole engine. If you draw the Dracana, you can banish herself and another plant from the graveyard to summon any dragon from the grave.
Yeah.
So either you can summon back the Crystal Wing,
Right.
or if you're going second, you can summon this back, and this is just 5,400 damage.
Yeah.
Or if you go summon Black Rose, you can go activate the effect, use this to special summon the Black Rose back, and then as long as you have Predaplant, Launch, and Ophelia, which if you're getting this far, you probably have it.
Exactly.
You can still go banish this, summon another tuner, and then still make the Crystal Wing going second.
Beautiful.
Like the way this card interacts with these cards specifically is like insane.
custom, yeah.
Like this, like these are custom cards sometimes. Yeah, these cards are broken.
You
as
had the
fuck.
Crystal Wing every time you played me last week. It was
Yeah,
wild.
no, like if you summon this card, usually you win. Like it means you're gonna win the game. And then for the side, it's just like pretty basic. It's just 3 Perulia, 3 Thrust, 3 Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, 1 Talent, 1/1, and then 3 Strike. I think Strike's better than Warning, just because a lot of the times you are activating cards on your opponent's effect, and this acts because it can negate hand traps. A lot of the times it stops your opponent from using like defensive Ash Blossom or like a defensive Ghost Ogre.
Yeah.
So you can versus like Solemn Warning, which only stops the special summon.
Yeah.
Versus where this is going to do the same thing, where it stops like the tracked summon in Cool Tune, but it just has other purposes. I just think it's more versatile.
Exactly. Yeah.
Judgment's just really good.
Yeah.
Thrust is just really good, and because your trap is fairly solid, it's not the worst to set, and you can also just set the Dominance Impulse if you want to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or going second, you add this, and then because this is circular, you send Biblis to add a Predaplant monster, and then you add a fusion
just
spell.
game.
Like, I think Thrust is just crazy in this deck.
All right. Dope. Do you have anything else you want to add with this?
No, I think it's good. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thanks for showing us, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
All right. Thank you.
Shout out AZ Locals.